Men fear death, as children fear to go in the dark, and as that natural fear in children is increased with tales, so is the other. Certainly the contemplation of death, as the wages of sin and passage to another world, is holy and religious, but the fear of it as a tribute due unto nature is weak. Yet in religious meditations there is sometimes mixture of vanity and of superstition. You shall read in some of the friars' books of mortification that a man should think with himself, what the pain is, if he have but his fingers end pressed or tortured, and thereby imagine what the pains of death are, when the whole body is corrupted and dissolved, when many times death passeth, with less pain than the torture of a limb, for the most vital parts are not the quickest of sense. And by him that spake only as a philosopher and natural man it was well said, Pompa mortis magis terret, quam mors ipsa. Groans and convulsions and a discolored face, and friends weeping and blacks and obsequies, and the like, show death terrible. It is worthy the observing that there is no passion in the mind of man, so weak but it mates and masters the fear of death, and therefore death is no such terrible enemy, when a man hath so many attendants about him that can win the combat of him. Revenge triumphs over death, love slights it, honor aspireth to it, grief flieth to it, fear preoccupateth it. Nay, we read, after Otho the emperor had slain himself, pity, which is the tenderest of affections, provoked many to die out of mere compassion to their sovereign, and as the truest sort of follower. Nay, Seneca adds niceness and satiety, cogita quemdiu idem feceris, mori vel, non tantum fortis aut miser, est etiam fastidiosus potest. A man would die, though he were neither valiant nor miserable, only upon a weariness to do the same thing so oft, over and over. It is no less worthy to observe how little alteration in good spirits the approaches of death make, for they appear to be the same men till the last instant. Augustus Caesar died in a compliment, Livia conjuge nostri memor, vivet vale. Tiberius in dissimulation, as Tacitus saith of him, jam Tiberium vires et corpus, non dissimulatio desurab. Vespasian in a jest, sitting upon the stool ut puto deus fia. Galba with a sentence, feri cx re sit populi Romani, holding forth his neck. Septimius Severus in dispatch, adest si quid mihi restat agendum. And the like. Certainly the Stoics bestowed too much cost upon death, and by their great preparations made it appear more fearful. Better saith he, qui finum vidi extremum inter munera ponet natura. It is as natural to die as to be born, and to a little infant perhaps the one is as painful as the other. He that dies in an earnest pursuit is like one that is wounded in hot blood, who, for the time, scarce feels the hurt, and therefore a mind fixed and bent upon somewhat that is good, doth avert the dolours of death. But above all, believe it, the sweetest canticle is, Nunc dimittis, when a man hath obtained worthy ends and expectation. Death hath this also, that it openeth the gate to good fame and extinguisheth envy, extinctus idem.